The next clip comes from Toronto, Canada, and was filmed by a woman named Melissa Smith. Melissa captured this footage from a baby camera after she unfortunately suffered a miscarriage. She also stated that the same night she lost her child, toys turned on and off and music would randomly start playing that night as well. The creepy events escalated from there, says Melissa. She believes the spirit haunting her is the baby she lost. In the video, the crib is completely empty, however, something seems to be moving the baby blanket in unpredictable motions. But creepiest of all, look behind the crib. Do you see that? There appears to be a face, peering in from close to the floor. Many commenters have said that this does not appear to be the spirit of a baby, but rather seems to be something demonic, especially due to the sinister-looking face peeking into the crib. What are your thoughts? Is this Melissa's child sending her signs from beyond? Or something more darker responsible for this? The next video stems from Andrea, and she tells me that she found it in a paranormal group chat. It is said that a man was parked outside of an apartment complex and waiting for his friend to come down. It was pretty late and not many people were outside at the time. However, at some point he noticed that a person seemed to be standing underneath a dark and covered store area to his left, which was a bit odd since this man was pretty sure that nobody was standing there just moments ago. The man couldn't get his gaze off of that person and realized that whatever it was didn't move. It was just standing there, staring to the direction of his car. After a few moments, he grabbed his phone and started filming, and then this happened. First of all, what are we looking at here? Is this even a normal person, like the uploader suggested? It appears to have a strangely shaped head and possibly no shoes on. But it's a bit hard to go into deeper detail since, once again, Mr. Potato Head recorded this incident. Comments range from a possible alien sighting to a special effects trick or even a paranormal apparition. And we can all just speculate what exactly happened in front of that camera. What's your best guess? It's a pretty mysterious one. This young man was exploring an abandoned civil hospital. His friends told him that sometimes things can be seen there that no one has an explanation for. Could he capture one of the former patients? Did you notice anything strange? Neither did the young man. But let's look at that again now. There appears to be an old man in a hospital gown with some slippers. How come nobody saw him at the time? Maybe a spirit? The next clip comes to us from China and is an investigation of an area known as Corpse Island. The channel, Supernatural, features a small group of paranormal investigators that visit lots of haunted and abandoned locations. This derelict building they are visiting in this episode appears to have been a morgue in the past, since it is rumored to still have some coffins inside. The team is checking out one of the doorways when something catches the cameraman's eye. What appears to be either a woman or a young girl is briefly seen in the doorway before disappearing behind the wall. Unfortunately, this was not their last spirit encounter for the night. Again, we can see just the side of what appears to be some sort of figure, but once the light is shined on them, they once again disappear quickly. They make it further into this old building and find a room that seems to be full of coffins, along with various items that appear to belong to shrines for the dead inside. Did you hear that too? Was this a moaning? How's that possible? The team hears a crashing noise behind them and decides to exit the location as quickly as possible. What do you guys make of this investigation? Do you think the team may have upset some spirits by coming to this location? This video was recorded by an urban explorer who shared this short adventure on his channel Rafi Kishmu. He also uploads a lot of other videos there from his daily life, but the following one I find is one of the most interesting. This evening he found an abandoned house, so he states at least. It isn't exactly clear where this property was located, and he's no ghost hunter by any means and was certainly not expecting to find anything that would spook him that night. As he makes his way into the house though, he finds something unexpected in one of the derelict rooms. Let's take a look.
I just found this abandoned house, and I think I'm gonna go inside this thing. Wish me luck. Okay, it's pretty spooky in here. Weird noise, man. I don't know what I'm hearing. Hello? Dude. Oh my god! No!
He later stated that he saw the shadow apparition standing at the end of the wall and that it looked like as if it was flickering somehow. However, this was not picked up by the camera, which is odd. To me it appears as if that thing is facing the wall before turning around and then running after him. Could Rafi catch a real shadow apparition here that was on the premises for whatever reason? Or did somebody just play a prank on him if it wasn't one of his own friends? Who knows? Kent is sure that in the next clip he has captured another shadow apparition that was standing at the doorway and disappears towards the left into the wall. Watch closely now and let me know if you can see anything. This definitely could be torso and an arm, but it could also just be an effect caused by the gamma of the camera. The pixelation sure doesn't help. But Kent was in for a night full of surprises. In this video, he tried to contact the spirit world while lying in pitch darkness in his bedroom. There was a thunderstorm outside, and Kent states that he saw little flashes of lights in his home.
Anybody in here? Alright, I'm going to sleep. Nobody wants to talk.
Could it be the lightning-like lights he was mentioning? Then, what appears to be an orb passes by the camera. Whatever was with him in the room wanted to make Kent aware of its presence. Then one last time, Ken turns around to film his bedroom, after feeling uneasy and getting up from his bed.
Hello?
For me, it's clear that this is the same apparition that we saw earlier in Kent's basement. Please let me know what you guys think. Our next video was captured by a CCTV camera in a mall. The story goes that neither the security staff nor customers could see what was going on at the time. Myself, I'm actually not too sure what exactly happened that particular day, and it left me with an eerie feeling. Notice how the security guard controlling the mouse makes us aware of a childlike figure that was captured on the security footage. It is an unusual thin shape that reminds me a lot of a shadow figure. The movement as well is pretty odd. I've never seen many people moving like that. See how the girl just stands still. This goes on for several moments in which we don't see the shadow move once. To me, the shape at this point looks way more like a human than moments earlier. Security staff stated that they could not see the girl in person in the actual mall. But then there is a guard who, in my opinion, notices the girl sitting on the ground very clearly. but I have no idea what exactly happens next. It baffles my mind. The shape follows two customers, phases through one of them, and disappears at the end of the hallway. How do you explain this phenomena? Was it simply a little girl? And this whole video just a hoax? How else could the customers just walk past the shape? User Average American 2019 states that in his house he regularly catches ominous shadow apparitions. His friends and family can see them too, and apparently the building they are living in is really old. Tonight he has a friend over and he lets him in on all the weird things taking place. And as fate will have it, it appears that he can capture one of these shadows on tape. You have to admit, it really looks interesting.